We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney! Now let's go! Blue 90!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Hayden, and he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Hayden. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Luck. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. And that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Luck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Titans getting set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trucks over him. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
319! 319! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hayden eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hayden. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Lock dumps it off to Gurley. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you
ball? I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight. for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hayden. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Hayden. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Then he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10, Luck again. Fighting it off. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Love. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Hayden. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. My game. Detroit!
From the gun, Hayden. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Bring out!
From the end zone, Love. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down is Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Again to Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hayden. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brett Kern now. as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. Fighting to stay upright inside the... And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Luck. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Operating from the gun. Hayden. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hayden. And that is incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing his line. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off-play action. Hayden, he'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hayden setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 3rd down. Hayden, he's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 50 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Hayden. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right, 622. Check out. 240.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Love. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
3rd and long. It's Locke. He finds Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right, 675.
to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They were 3 for 3 converting on 3rd downs on this drive, but that time didn't quite get there. Yeah, defensively, maybe they just said, we're tired of this. Time to make a stand, and if you really want to pick this one up, you have to go for it on 4th down. And typically, on 4th down, the odds shift to the defense. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The pitch to Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gun! 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 Gun!
Operating from the gun. Hayden. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Still a couple yards short of the first as a 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play. You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play. Throwing again. Hayden. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Titans on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Hayden. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Hayden. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire